All right, welcome back. I thought it was about time I did another walkthrough of the garden. What you're looking at right here is my tallest sunflower I have. It's 11 feet 3 inches tall. And well, that might not be tall by some people's standards. It's the tallest one I have, so I'm proud of it. I actually entered it into a sunflower growing contest on a garden forum that I'm part of, just having some fun. I only have a few family and friends that do happen to watch these, but if anybody's watching and they do want to enter their sunflowers into that contest, I'll make sure I get a link in the description box to that garden forum in case you're interested in checking that out. These are evening sun sunflowers and skyscraper sunflowers I have planted up here. And from reading the descriptions in the catalog, I would have guessed that the skyscraper sunflowers were going to be far and away taller than these evening sun sunflowers. But I was surprised to see that the evening suns have held their own and in some cases are taller than the skyscraper sunflowers. So that really, I was kind of taken back by that based on the descriptions I read. The bees are just loving these. And I've also seen birds sitting in them too. I didn't think any of the seeds were ready for the birds to eat yet, but maybe the birds have been eating the bugs. I'm not for sure. The lower part of this front garden is almost empty. There's just a few bean plants and some tomato plants left in there. And the tomato plants are a mystery to me since all my labels got lost when the tomato seedlings fell off the deck. So, Grandpa, if you see this and you can tell me what kind of tomato you think I have here, I'd be interested to know. I don't know if it's more of those, they're called Matt's Wild Cherry. I'm thinking maybe they're that. I'm not sure. They look kind of elongated. They're not real circular, these tomatoes, so I'm not really sure what I have going on here. And over here you'll see that my cucumber has bloomed. This is the cucumber seeds I got from the extension service. And there's my sweet dog, Phoebe. That's the one that's my little friend. Our other dog only likes my husband, but Phoebe loves anybody, and she was trying to bark at me, getting me to come in the backyard with her. And so here in just a second, I will take it up in the backyard and show you some of the backyard garden and what we have going on back there and what is still living back there. After we had some problems with that southern blight, I think I might have mentioned in the last video. Okay, look at this pumpkin plant. This thing has probably quadrupled itself just in the last 2 days. I go out there in the morning to water things and I can't believe it seems like you can almost watch this thing grow. So my hope is to get some at least a couple pumpkins out of that for the kids to carve up maybe for Halloween. And here are my bean plants. There's another picture of Phoebe. My bean plants and some other pumpkin plants. I planted both small pumpkins and a large pumpkin seeds, so hopefully I get a little bit of both. There's my marigolds. That I just love those things. And here you can kind of see this big blank spot in the garden, and that is where we have had the issues with that southern blight. Now, the pepper plants that have lived have some nice big peppers on them, and thankfully I really overplanted peppers, so even though we've lost some, I think we'll still get some peppers out of this deal here. This southern blight has just been really hard on my plants. Here in just a second, you'll see one that I ended up checking after this right there in the middle, right there in the middle of the screen. I checked that plant after I made this video because I noticed it was wilted, and it had that white cobwebby stuff around the crown. And that's what, from my research, that's what makes me think it is the southern blight that's got a hold of these things. And there was my tomato that's turning red. That's the first one to turn red. I'm excited about that. Here's some more of my Corbaceae peppers. And now you're going to see my sunflowers. These are Titans and Mammoth sunflowers. And one of these got so heavy it's actually bowed down like it's praying. There it is. I went and picked that thing up yesterday, and it is heavy. I guess, you know, it must be storing so much water in there to grow, because it is really heavy. I actually entered that one in the online contest too for the biggest bloom, but it definitely won't win because it was about, I think, 9 inches across, and I think there was somebody on there that had one maybe at least a foot across. So here's that third little garden plot we did that's got peppers and some apple melon and some pumpkins in there. And these are my Kentucky Wonder Beans, which I'm hoping are catching on, that I want them to go up the strings. Some of the runners are having trouble finding the strings, and I really want I want them to grow up these strings and turn into a teepee for the kids. But so far, there we go. See, I'm wrapping one around there. I'm trying to get it to catch on. All right, come on, plant. It's for the children. You can do it. Anyway, so, but those have grown. So I think they're going to catch on and start going up those strings, hopefully. I'm going to end this out here with a big wide shot of the whole yard. You can see our church that we've been going to since we moved out here, and you can kind of see our neighborhood. It's kind of a nice view from the top of my yard right there. I need to put me a swing or a chair up there or something to sit on. I just love the view from the top of my yard, looking at the neighborhood and those beautiful West Virginia hills. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you for taking time out to watch, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.